Hi.
Hi there, everybody. Today we went down to the Bookmark.
Yeah, it was a very nice trip. If you're in PEI, check them out.
And we were looking around,
Yeah.
and Pen Kid 2 found something that he thought was really interesting.
Looks like a fountain pen. It writes like a fountain pen.
And it is a fountain pen.
Yeah, but I looked at the nib, and it's probably the most unique nib I have ever seen. Because it's kind of made out of plastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a felt tip pen where it goes through the gaps and onto the page. Yeah. And it's really interesting and looks unique.
Well, actually, anyway, so I went online, and it's spelled Tradio, Tradio.
Sorry if we're butchering it, but Tradio.
And at first I thought it was a felt pen, but going on the Pentel is the manufacturer. Going on their website, they refer to it as a fountain pen with a plastic nib.
Which is interesting.
Don't know if you can get a really good look at it there. So it's essentially a wedge-shaped or triangular plastic nib set into a feed that sort of grips it from both sides. And what else would you say, Sam?
Well, it's just really strange.
Yeah.
Apparently, it has a decent amount of flex. It's overall really well made, and it's I'm pretty sure it's from Japan.
It is Japanese.
Apparently, a lot of people use it as a architect's pen.
Well, actually, we were talking on the way out, we were chatting to Dan, the owner of the Bookmark, and he said his brother's an architect and uses this all the time.
Yeah.
This is a pen he uses for drawing or writing. Now,
I love the design of the pen.
In many ways, at first you look at it and you think it's like a felt pen, but there are a couple interesting features. So it's the Tradio, and they're TRJ50 is the number, and it's by Pentel. Pentel is a manufacturer of lots of different pens, and I think of them as being very famous for the manufacturing of one of my favorite mechanical pencils, the Graph Gear 1000, which I use.
An amazing mechanical pencil.
Which I use all the time. But they don't really have a fountain pen other than this, and it's really interesting.
Unique fountain pens I've ever seen.
Of course, okay, it feels like inexpensive plastic. It's a pop cap, slip cap.
I like it.
And you look at it and you think, oh, it's another disposable pen. But when you open it up, and this is the really cool thing, I was kind of surprised by this. It has a cartridge. It takes what they call the MLJ20 refillable cartridge. We didn't pick any up, but if you look inside, you can see the ink sloshing around. Now, so far, I don't know if they can be refilled with any type of fountain pen ink, but that's something I'm looking forward to finding out. You can see it bouncing around there. We haven't pulled that off, so I guess you buy a box of cartridges.
Yeah.
We didn't look around for them. I don't think Dan had any at the moment, but
it's really nice to have like a pen that can just be used as a desk pen, like a ballpoint or something, but you don't have to throw it away. It can be like reused, which I think a lot of people could get quite a bit of use out of.
Yeah, because the great thing about fountain pens is they're permanent. You don't throw a fountain pen out, right?
It's like you don't run out of ink on your ballpoint and toss it out.
Yeah.
Which is what you do with ballpoint, but
you can
in a fountain pen.
Ballpoints there are some that have refillables.
Yeah.
Right. So.
But still.
It has a plastic nib, and I'm just going to do a little writing sample to see how it feels. I would say it's best probably as a drawing pencil.
Yes.
Right? So
it's not necessarily a calligraphy
No,
pen.
It's not at all, because it's got a fine tip.
But if you...
Actually, it's got a nice fine line.
If you wanted to get this kind of pen, I would highly recommend it. I've used it a bit.
You use it a bit for drawing and stuff? There's no real line variation, but it has a nice black ink.
You can get a bit of line variation.
Oh, actually, when you write with it, you do get a bit of variation.
Yeah.
I guess it would depend.
If you want it as a calligraphy pen, you could.
Well, a calligraphy pen usually has a wider tip.
Yeah, but you could if you...
I think...
Honestly, I think this is best for drawing, and if you wanted to have, say, just a pen to have in your workplace or something.
Actually, I think if you angle it differently, you will get a broader line. So by lowering the angle of your drawing line, you can get a little bit thicker line, right?
Yeah.
So
it's really well made. It's
quick.
very nice. I love the design and how it looks. I noticed the cap has like a little window in it so you can see the nib, which I think is very nice touch.
Actually, it's actually a really smooth, pleasant writing experience.
Oh. So maybe if you want to use it for some sort of calligraphy, maybe it'd work.
Yeah, it's surprisingly smooth. I've written with...
I didn't expect it to be good for calligraphy.
Well, it's not calligraphy, it's just writing.
Or writing.
Yeah.
I don't know calligraphy and writing.
Calligraphy is like an elaborate decorative script.
Oh.
Like with
This
broad strokes. That is...
But there's a good writing pen.
Yeah, that is bad handwriting right there.
That looks amazing to me. But
when I was in school, we had to learn the McLean method of writing.
Wow.
And that is not the McLean method of writing. Oh, yeah?
But honestly, I think if you just want a nice little pen to have at your desk, again, this is a good one to check out. They have multiple colors.
But I can really see that as being a good sketching pen. It'd be interesting to know how light fast this ink is.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you have it. The Pentel Tradio.
Tradio.
On the side here, there's a number TRJ50-A. And as I said, it's a plastic pen. It feels inexpensive. There's this really interesting little window here where you can see the nib. It doesn't really show you the ink flow.
Yeah.
The grip section is very much like a traditional fountain pen. You can see actually the feed in here quite nicely. So there is like where the ink feeds in. You can see that sort of through there. It's almost like a demonstrator.
Yeah.
This is dark. It's designed, of course, to be posted.
It has like a little sunken in area for it.
Now, Pentel, as I said, really isn't known as a manufacturer of fountain pens, as far as I know.
But if you're
I'm just going to compare it. Like, I think of them as a manufacturer of beautiful mechanical pencils.
So if you wanted, you could probably get a mechanical pencil and a fountain pen from them. And that's like all you'd need if you wanted to do some sketches, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's very nice.
Let's compare it to other pens. This is the Platinum Preppy, which is
popular and
which is made by
high quality.
Which is made by a company famous for its fountain pens.
Yes.
And this is, of course, the Pilot Metropolitan. Actually, in some ways, it's very similar in shape. There's a big, broad... the clips are quite different, of course, but similar cigar shape there. And, of course, this is the TWSBI Echo. So, comparatively, it's the same. It's actually just a little longer than the Echo. It's a very light pen. Of course, these pens, very similar weight, say, to the Preppy. Now, I don't know, with a plastic feed, plastic nib, I'm not too sure how long it would hold up over extended use or hard pressure.
And if you're curious about, like, the kind of price range...
It is more than the Preppy.
Yeah, the Preppy is around $10, and that's about $15.
This was around $18, actually. $19.
Including tax?
Yeah, but
$20 pen-ish.
For a good sketch pen with the ability to be refilled, it's an interesting concept. I like it. Now, of course, the Preppy, you really can't beat the value of the Preppy and also the build quality.
It's amazing price.
Yeah, but this is really interesting. It's a great idea. Anyway, a plastic nib. Interesting. So, have you tried these? Have you tried the Pentel Tradio? Let us know in the comments. What other pens of a similar plastic nib are there out there? Are there other fountain pens with plastic nibs? Let me know in the comments.
We're curious.
We're curious. Yeah, we're always curious. But so what is your favorite Pentel product? Let us know that, actually. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Because my favorite Pentel product is the Graph Gear 1000.
The Graph Gear 1000 is very nice. I really like that pen, though.
Yeah.
It's a nice
It's
pen.
a nice little spine.
I'm totally going to use that because I just doodle a lot and just draw a lot.
Now I can see why...
So I could see myself using it quite a bit.
I can see why an architect would use this for probably lettering or, drawing and sketching.
It's a lightweight, nice pen.
Yeah, and also it's great that it has cartridges and can be refilled. So anyway, there you have it. And if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new around here, subscribe to the channel. And also hit the notification button. I'm going to ask people to start doing that. Hit the notification button. We will drive you crazy with all the notifications that we have.
Yes, we upload way too
ding,
much.
ding, 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 ding.
But also, we recently started uploading shorts. If you'd like to look at those.
Shorts.
They're fun. I had a lot of fun recording the one for the little snake you see in the background there. Yeah. But if you want to check those out, they were fun.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Have a great day, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.